Alright, what's up guys, it's Technon. I'm going to be talking to y'all about the Beldam. So, as y'all know, the Beldam is pretty much a master of horror. She's probably one of the most iconic creatures in all of the genre, and I would say is a pretty terrifying creature to face. Let's talk about how to beat her. So, you have a few ways to do it. You can either you can simply nope out of there. You can just simply you can see the marionette doll that is shaped just like you, and you can know that it is the Beldam that's watching you and is taking interest in you. She knows that she's watching you, and she knows that you're unhappy. So, or you can visit her, make her feel happy, and then there comes the time when she asks to sew the buttons into your eyes. She wants to create an environment that will make you feel good and make it feel like the rest of the normal world is bad compared to her world. So the other mother will do everything in her power and give you pretty much 3 days or 3 nights to give you the wonders that you like. You can either do in Coraline, which if you guys have not seen, go watch it. You're gonna get some spoilers. In Coraline, you saw her have the meal that was very delicious. You had the garden, and you had the show by Miss Spink and Miss Morsel. So in your case, it might be anything. If y'all are into shows, artwork, video games, whatever the heck y'all want, she's gonna provide that for you in any way she can. She is extremely hungry, and to quote the cat, she wants something to love, something that isn't her, and most importantly, however, she just loves something to eat. Paraphrasing, I don't know the exact quote, but yeah. So you can play the game of you make her happy, and then you can, after about 3 days, and after she wants to keep you, you simply say, I'm going to be leaving, but I'm going to come back. And you simply say that you have to grow up, you have to be moving on to new things in life. Say that you might be able to find a lovely lady, settle down, and bring back some grandchildren. Something. So you gotta make sure she will not stop at anything to get you where she wants, and she will do anything to sew those buttons to your eyes and keep you locked away. So if you don't want to make her happy, you can simply nope out of it. Let's say you're just meeting her, you see the buttons in her eyes, and you decide, okay, this is too much. You just run out the door. You just run out the little vent that gets you there. Never come back. And here's the thing: you know that it's not your true mother, even though she doesn't say. After she says she's your other mother, and then she skips the term other. Excuse me. I'm sorry about that. And she skips the word other in her term other mother, and she's trying to be your true family. You can beat her if you want by simply saying that you did not birth me, and you did not adopt me. So if you want to, and if you guys remember from the movie, the souls that were lost, those 3 little souls, and if you want, you can save those souls. You can find their eyes, play her game, and also have an extreme risk of being kept as her meal. Let's take into the fact that she is extremely hungry for children. She's probably not had a meal in, let's just say, 60 years at this point. If you were to visit her now and you're in the same situation as Coraline, and she's gonna be beyond desperate to just consume your life, and she will stop at nothing. So what do? You have a couple. So you can either nope out of there. You can you can play her games. You can make her mad and reveal her true form. You can also see if you know others. If you see others that have been lost in the Beldam's wrath. You can also save them if you like. But if you're considering just saving yourself, then it's gonna be relatively easy. It was easy for her when she first escaped, and it made it, and because if you remember from the scene where the other Wyborn grabs her from the room where she's kept, it was relatively easy. While there was extreme fear involved, she did not have to be fighting off many demons. She was able to make it. So in order to beat the Beldam, you have to know that she fights hard, and she fights fair. So if you make a deal, she will stick to it. If you're gonna break that deal, you're probably not gonna be able to make it out well. And here's the thing: if you remember from the last scene where where the hand had escaped and decided to attack Coraline before the key could be dropped down the well, excuse me. I think that, in my opinion, the other mother wants to escape. She does not want to be stuck in this world. And in her world, at least. So, what does she do? She's gonna try and keep the key for herself. She's gonna unlock the gates, and she's gonna enter into into our dimension, hunt down every single child she can find, and pretty much just live a life of terror. So now, onto something different. So, the Beldam said everyone has another mother. I think this personally means that there are thousands upon thousands of Beldams in their universe. Maybe ours, I don't know, but obviously not. So, if there are thousands upon thousands of Beldams, this would probably lead to, in the modern days, large amounts of Amber Alerts. So, they know that if they want to fight, they have to fight smart. They can't just simply be taking children anymore. There's going to be Amber Alerts. They're going to be searching all around, and even though she has a very powerful, even though these Beldams may be very, very powerful, there are going to be ways that adults will find their way inside and destroy the Beldams. And from what I've seen, the only way to destroy a Beldam is to starve her. So she said, as she was banging desperately on the door, don't leave me, I'll die without you. I think it means that she needs to eat children in order to survive. And so if she had her goal to escape and she succeeded, she'd have to either haunt very, very precisely and make sure that there are no ways that the people who are looking for the child can send out messages of help. For those of you who remember back in the days, they have Amber Alerts. They can interrupt TV broadcasts, radio broadcasts and search for these missing children. While for the Beldam's case, most of the time you might be futile for finding it. There will be a time where she slips up. So in reality, it's a very hard fight to beat the Beldam if you provoke her. If you don't provoke her, it's relatively easy. if I did want to save the souls, that means I would have to provoke her. If I wanted to do everything Coraline did, save the souls, save her parents, destroy the Beldam, and make it out without getting buttons sewn on my eyes, it's going to take some extreme effort, and I don't think that many people would be sane enough to do it, because they would either lose their they'd either be lured away by the Beldam, have their eyes sewn shut by the buttons, forcefully taken away into the room, and locked away for years and then feasted upon, or you can just simply nope out, just straight up leave. It might upset her unless you can tell her that you will be back, and obviously you won't, because that's not your real mom. It's the Beldam, which we've been focusing on this whole video. Or you can find the souls, leave. You can find the eyes, snooping around, and then leave. And then or you can simply defeat the Beldam by fighting her and playing a game with her, making sure she never consumes another child or adult or anything, and she'll starve, because in the movie's timeline, she's extremely hungry for another child and pretty desperate to keep Coraline. So if you are in that situation where she's extremely thin and desperate, you're gonna want to starve her as much as you can. Do not give in, and they say, as the ghosts say, gave all that we asked, but we still wanted more, so we let her sew the buttons. So don't let her do that. If you do not ask for more, do not, if you ever encounter this, even though you won't. It's just a movie I like. Anyway, side note about Coraline, it's given me nightmares, even today. I mean, the Beldam's a master of horror, and I would say Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees have got nothing on her. I've seen people wear costumes for that, and it is just flat out terrifying. I mean, if it were to show up, if someone were to be doing that, I'd just simply cease. I don't care if I'm some 25-year-old guy, super buff, super strong, and I'm gonna simply cease. I'm not, in one instant, I'm not going to be there. It's just gonna be a headstone. Anyway, what do y'all think? I mean, if there is a Beldam account here on YouTube, can y'all get her for me, and so we can have a little fun in the comments section? Alright, well, that's it for me. Anyway, subscribe to my channel if let's get to 100 subscribers by the end of the year. Later.